No.
Yaria mama ya basta enti mini ya shawuye mini ya bomba ya wapomo dezo na yaria kan wan shedemo mini ya shawuye mini ya bomba ya wapomo dezo na yaria kan wan shedemo.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for saving your time today with us. Bringing to you from Richmond Media, health issues. For the past 2 weeks, we've been diving into health issues. The first week, we looked at diet and general health, and we found out what is necessary for the body, what we need, what kind of diet will be able to keep us healthy. Last week, we went through another series, diet and sexual health. We were able to come out with some of the foods that will be able to help us to enhance our reproductive system, to enhance low level of testosterone. The diet that will be necessary to have to help us to grow healthy in our journey of this world. Today is also another day. What can we say? We are bringing to you, to your doorsteps, right from Richmond Media, the only media that talks about health. So please, stay tuned, stay with us, and I'm happy. By the end of the day, you will enjoy this program and you always save time with us. Don't forget to share this program. Don't be selfish. Let's invite other people from our homes, our families, friends, colleagues, wherever we can reach. Let's call other people to join us today. Today is yet another day. We thank the Lord for how far He has brought us. We thank the Richmond Media, the CEO of this media, Sir Bobby, for giving us the opportunity to bring to you this program. Today, we have no one with us, but we have some people with us that we will all be happy and love to hear from them. We have Sister Linda Amponsah, my own friend, as I've been always saying. She is always available to bring to you whatever you need to survive on this health in order to keep you healthy and strong. She is a nurse. We work from the same hospital. Sister Linda, you are welcome.
Thank you, Obara.
With us again, the voice that you heard for the past 2 weeks. Last week, we couldn't get hold of him, but today he is available with us. Is it not joyful to have a lady and a gentleman with us? balancing the gender journey on Richmond Media. We have Brother Alex Kushney, also a nurse, a public health nurse. Alex, you are welcome.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, viewers.
You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome. Our viewers, please stay tuned. Right from media, no other media than Richmond Media. Today is another day. Erectile dysfunction. What is it? What are we going to benefit from this? And what can our friends joining us today bring to your doorsteps to be able to stand firm, even if you get this problem or in this circumstance? What can you do? What can you learn from this? So, my guests, Sister Linda and Brother Alex. I don't know which one will go first, but the two of you will decide. Whichever
I'll go
voice
on,
that
Linda.
comes. Okay.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
Hi, no, but I'm fine, thank you.
Good. So, as they always say, it's ladies first. I'm sure you say ladies first, so I'll go first. Thank you
Sure.
so much, Hannah, for having me last week and today. I hope what we presented last week has been fruitful and has been very informative. And I hope that people will take it on board and not just to listen and make an attempt to see your doctor, as we always say. Thank you so much once again, viewers, for having me. So, as Hannah said, what is erectile dysfunction? These problems with erectile dysfunction are super common wherever you go or when you meet with adults. You hear people talking about it. So, if we look at the decade of life, that predicts what percentage of men will have problems. So, for example, 50% of a man age 50 years old and 60% of 60-year-olds, so on and so forth, will have problems with erections. But that does not necessarily mean that as you get older, you have to have problems at the penis. There are plenty of men in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s with great sex lives. In other words, if we take a great look at ourselves or our penis, this is what we're going to talk all the time. So we will keep mentioning it. We'll take a great care of it. So we have to take a great care of it. There are many factors that can be the cause of erectile dysfunction. The things to remember as couple is that this is not a time to blame anyone. Erectile dysfunction has nothing to do with how attractive your husband finds you. It is not about his desire for have sex with you, although this can often be the underlying fear of any wife. Lifestyle choices can play a large part in the causes of erectile dysfunction, being overweight, heavy smoker, and things like that. So we will dig into that. Just an introduction. So defining what erectile dysfunction is, it's also known as impotence. So particularly in older men. It is estimated that half of all men between the age of 40 and 70 will have it to some degree. So I'll leave it to Alex to also come in and define what it is.
Okay, I'm not on mute. Okay. So thank you very much, Linda, for pointing out the statistics, because it's really important to know that actually it's common. 1 in 5 men suffer erectile dysfunction. So, and it's also important to point out that it's nothing to do with the attraction. There's various causes. Actually, to think of it this way is it's a barometer for other things. We may just look at it as just erectile dysfunction, but usually it's a predictor of cardiovascular diseases, which is why it's important to have a doctor look at it. And what men usually try to do, especially from my background in Kenya, is that it's embarrassing, to open up that, you can't get Mr. Happy up. That can be a problem. But so what people usually do, they go and explore other options, which can be dangerous, uh, especially the medication that's being used. So it's an important topic. It may look like a topic which is fun and just as a by the way people talk and then that's it. But yeah, it has its own consequences. I mean, there's different types of erectile dysfunctions. I mean, it could be something that's organic, there's something causing it, or something that a primary issue, you're still young, or secondary issue, which is just age, not necessarily, as Linda said, that as you get older, you get erectile dysfunction, but quite the contrary, because, in your twilight years, you have a lot of time. And so you get to explore things that, I don't know, there. So that's what I'm trying to point I'm trying to drive across. Age is not a determinant for erectile dysfunction.
So in this case, what is the actual cause of erectile dysfunction? What is the primary cause of it?
Oh, do you want me to go about? Okay, so there's, like I said, there's various causes. I mentioned but a few. So there's vascular issues. So if you have vascular problems, what causes an erection is it comes in 5 stages, an erection. So there's the initial feeling stage. Actually, there is an emotional part of it that will trigger. You see, men are usually visual or imaginative, and then there is the chemical component of it that causes the blood to flow, and then there's initial stage of feeling, partial erection, then there's a full erection, rigid erection, and just retaining it, maintaining it for the act, sexual act. So all these stages are important. You can't skip one or the other and get to the, so they are important.
Thank you so much, listeners. You see, there is a rigid and partial and many more. So keep note of that. You never know. We might be quizzing you at the end, but please stay tuned. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like it. You are listening to Richmond Media right at your doorstep. On Facebook, on YouTube, and you are listening to it on a radio. Please keep on watching us and listen to us. Don't forget to share to your friend. However, if you are happy to sponsor this program, there is a way to go through. You can just call Richmond Media number, or you can send us a message as you are watching us. Don't forget to share your question, because if your question is being answered, you are solving someone's problem. You are helping us to promote health and to save life, to help someone standing on their feet or his feet as a man. You are really helping the reproductive system. You are helping the world to grow in numbers. You don't know those fruits of the womb, what they are coming to do on this end. They might be the doctors that you are looking for, The doctors that don't have the ideas of our current doctors or any other field. So please help us to promote this to everywhere. You are watching us from Richmond Media, anywhere in the world. Once you tune in, everywhere, everyone is watching us, and you are also watching us. So we are happy you are part of us. In this case, Alex, if that is the case, how can our sexual or erectile dysfunction, how can it affect marriages? And at what point?
You know, I mean, it can affect if you're not being fulfilled. This is the analogy I use. By the way, let me mention a few things about causes that I'll mention a few causes. One of them is also medication, diabetes, neurological cases, endocrine problems, alcohol, and smoking. So how can it affect a marriage? So usually, men have their ego attached to how they perform, and if their ego is bruised, it can affect a marriage where they know that the woman's not fulfilled. Consequently, my analogy is, if you don't fuel a car, that car has to move some way, somehow, because it's a need. Sex is a need. It was given to us by God. It is a gift that we're given by God. Not only for reproduction, but for also bonding and bringing us together in a marriage. The thing is how we perceive it. If you attach a lot to sex and not fulfilling other intimacies, because intimacy in itself does not come only by fulfilling the sexual act. It can be physical, psychological, emotional, intellectual. And if you also don't fulfill these things, you will also find that your woman is not being able to meet your needs because she's not fulfilled. You have to, there are some things you have to do before you get into the act in bed. That's what I'm trying to say. We'll get there. I might have the answer. If not, we'll get there and I'll help you.
Sister Linda.
This is more for me as well. I'm not preaching. I'm also preaching to myself.
Thank you, Brother Alex. Sister Linda, what have you got to add to what Brother Alex has given us, please?
So when we look at the factors that are related to ensure normal or super erectile function, we have to look at physical exercise. This might include careful examination of your penis and testicles and checking your nerves sensation. Also, we have a blood test that it's a sample that you take, that we take a blood that sent to lab to check the signs of heart disease, diabetes, low testosterone levels. As we said last week, is very important in other heart conditions. So we also need to do the urine test, which is the urinal test that they take as well to check for signs of diabetes and also underlying health condition, and ultrasound. So the ultrasound one is a very important aspect as well. This test is usually performed by a specialist. It involves using the wood-like, it's like a stick which has a device has a camera at the tip of it. So they hold over the blood vessels that supplies the blood to the penis. So when it creates, as a man, when you need to erect, the blood vessels the blood supply needs to be as strong so that your penis can work very well. So this test sometimes done in combination with, injections of medication into the penis to stimulate the blood flow and also produce an erections. And also psychological exams is also important. So your doctor might ask questions to screen for depression and other possible psychological causes of erectile dysfunction. And
Thank
also, Alex did mention some of the causes of sexual dysfunction in men as well. So he mentioned heart diseases. So there is also high blood pressure, anxiety, depression. If you have relationship conflicts, it's also one of those signs that cannot let you perform well. And also, if you are someone that worries a lot during sex, you cannot perform well.
So now, up to this point, we know how far we have been. Now we know that when there is a problem in the house, when there is a sexual dysfunction and like erectile dysfunction, and we have to examine ourselves. We have to see where are we falling short. We have to look at our health, because it's not only the the condition doesn't come by itself. It has a cause, and it comes with so many problems. So when you are not happy in the house, when there is no joy in the house, when there is no happiness in the house, try to create some happiness and joy, because that also affects erectile dysfunctioning. If you are a woman and you are watching us and you are giving so much problem to the man, please think about what is going on in the man. So if the man is not performing well, you have to know where this is coming from. However, everything that we do, exercise, our diet, they all contribute to sexual dysfunction or erectile dysfunction. So whatever we take in, let's examine it before it goes in. Because when it goes in, before it comes out, it has already done whatever needed to be done. The bloodstream is already absorbed what is necessary, the nutrient that is in whatever you are taking in, whatever food, drink, or whatever you are taking. So whenever you are putting something in, think about what you are eating, the amounts and everything. And when there is a problem, know how to create some joy and happiness. As we continue this, is there any treatment at all that can be given to such people if people have a sexual dysfunction or erectile dysfunction? Linda or Alex, please. Any
Okay,
one of you can come out.
is Alex there? Alex, do you want to take over?
I
Or
mean, yeah, I did mention pills, counseling, um, but pills, take them with a disclaimer. If you've been, obviously, the doctor will ask you questions regards to even having a heart attack, especially in the last 2 months. Then treatments can be even, whilst researching this, I came across some treatments where there is manual erection, where they put implants into you, but that's like the last stage. I mean, I pray that people don't get to that stage, or if it's that serious and they need that treatment, then well, but so there's a spectrum of treatments that's out there on offer. If we can prevent this, and if we can adjust this before the problem gets to that stage, that would be beneficial.
So don't wait before you get to that stage. Let's find a way. Let's see what we are eating. Let's check our lives to see what we can do to improve our lives, to live better lives that will also improve our erectile dysfunctioning among men. I say our because when the men are on their feet, they give it to us, the women. So we share. So let the women also support the men if they have any problems like that. Or mostly the women go to the kitchen. So please, when you go to that kitchen, know what to provide for your husband, your friend, your brother, your son, for them to have a healthy life that will not affect their future functioning, so that they will be able to perform very well. If you are able to get your son on board, your in-law will say, thank you, my in-law. So let's help our children to live a healthy life, so that in the future they will become responsible men, because responsibilities in the house involves erectile dysfunction, erectile functioning. So don't do something that will cause erectile dysfunctioning, dysfunction that will not allow the lady to see the man as a responsible man. Responsibility comes with whatever, a whole package. Let's help our family to live long and live better. Thank you. Our viewers, thank you for keeping watching us. You are watching us right from Richmond Media. Thank you. Your time given to us this afternoon is a gold for us. So keep watching us. Call a friend, let a friend call a friend to come and watching us. But please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, so that everyone will benefit from what you are benefiting today. It doesn't matter wherever you are watching us from Ghana, from Kenya, from Nigeria, from USA, UK, the Netherlands. I know most of you are watching us from there. So we say, Queen, I want you. Keep watching us this afternoon right from Richmond Media. And thank you for watching us. We appreciate your time with us. Stay tuned. Please, as we move on to the next question, do we have a therapy for such people to pursue at all?
Yes, we have the psychological treatment. So if your erectile dysfunction has an underlying psychological cause that you may benefit for the type of treatment, it's called the sunset focus. So these conditions, such as the anxiety, depression, are causing your erectile dysfunction. You may benefit from counseling. Yeah.
Thank you. BJ is JJ Balfour is watching us. JJ, thank you for watching us. Keep watching us. And Mr. Owusu Kingsley is also watching us. So, chant pink waving. We appreciate your time with us. You know what? I promised some people, because there is a group of people watching us right from Pechedumase, as they are preparing to meet the new king, Nana and Chibuasiako II, for the first Akwesida next week. Seko people, my people, keep watching your girl, because I'm bringing you good news, healthy life, healthy living, health issues from Richmond Media. And Obapeni, Nana Fosia, and Tibia the second. I appreciate all of you for contributing to my life, because your contribution has brought me to this point. I cannot leave my grandmother, Mary Esida, because she's listening to me. I told them to go and give the phone to her for her to listen to her daughter, Grandma Mary Esida, Unsanu Ejuma Ena Ene, Onana Akosia Bima. I'm bringing it to you right from Richmond Media. Thank you so much. Keep watching us, friends and family. And as our next question comes on, you know what? People who experience erectile dysfunctioning resort to other addictions, alcohol, caffeine, so many things, herbal medications, and others. What do you think about this? What are the advantages and disadvantages of this?
Hannah, can I add a bit of the incurable causes to the ED?
Sure.
Just to mention a few, any problem affecting the nerves in the system can also interrupt the nerve messages. So the nerves send the messages to our brain. So between the penis and the brain, including, for example, the injuries to the spine, the brain, it causes all sorts. So when you have a nerve damage, as I said, because the nerves sending messages to our brain to tell us what to do, if the nerves is damaged, it's very difficult to send a message to the brain to work. So things like this, we need to have a little check as well. And also, when you have a problem with your spinal cord and things like that, it's also had a cause.
Sister
And
Linda,
back to the
can we acknowledge Sister Dolly Adobia? Sister Dolly said, thank you so much. Sister Dolly, thank you for spending your time with us. But she says, Sister Linda, hey, BA representing us. Hey, so all the regions, you see, if you don't come out, BA is now taking the lead. So wherever you are coming from, it doesn't matter which country, which region, which city, just come out, send a comment, subscribe, and then share with others, because now BA representative is here. So if you don't come out, BA is taking the lead. Let's compete with BA. All the other regions, please join so that the news that we are giving you, the health that we are promoting, will go to every doorsteps in your area. Thank you. Sister Linda, please continue.
Okay. So if you can repeat the question again, please. You mentioned about causes of alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last week we did mention causes that can affect the body. So we did mention smoking, even Alex has mentioned it, but we will go over again. So smoking, um, alcohol, weight gain, exercise is good to help us, have a good sexual functioning. So when you are someone who drinks a lot, you need to either stop completely, or you need to see your doctor, or you have to reduce the consumption you are taking. So heavy drinkers experience erectile dysfunction more often. Smokers, either you stop or completely, you have to quit, because it can also cause erectile dysfunction. Weight gain as well. We found that the overweight men with ED, when you lose weight, it helps to improve your erectile function in about a third of the study participants, which is a study that it's a research that someone did, and a third quarter of the group was participated, which they think that when you reduce weight, it's sort of improved your erectile functioning. Good exercises shows that the physical activities, especially when combined with healthy diets, can also improve erectile function and boost your testosterone as well.
Thank you. Brother Alex, have you got any additional
No,
contribution to
no, I
this?
was just feeling there's a lot of impotence, a lot of responsibility for these men to be healthy so that they can be erectile functional. I mean, they might feel like they have a lot of weight in the shoulder, but equally, I think there are some things that will affect a man psychologically with erectile dysfunction. Say, even, I'm sorry to say, I don't know, cleanliness and hygiene can affect erectile dysfunction. It can cause erectile dysfunction. And even well, men are usually ready to go. It could be like something visual, like your wife loading a dishwasher. The mind goes some weird place. So how that man is addressed when he comes across that issue can affect him, and even cause him to take his mind off, sexual activity. And may you find men getting obsessed with football or drinking or even fishing. Some very weird things are out there that can take time from a couple being intimate and getting close to each other as God designed them. So, how first, number one, also women can help these men in this kind of problem as well.
Thank you. There is a myth about this erectile dysfunction, which they say that when you take alcohol, it helps you to stand on your feet as a man. What can you contribute to this, please?
First of all, alcohol in itself is it's a disinhibitor. First of all, it's a depressant. It's got its own disadvantages, whereby decision making even becomes um, disinhibited. So it's so much so that they've just recently done a study and found that in universities where students are having problems with sexual problems, like even to rape. I mean, some things that are happening is all down to alcohol. You know, so sex in itself is is an act of it's a sacred act. How you approach it is not just to fulfill you as a man and then that's it. No, you can the way you, good analogy to look at it is this way. You can prepare a meal, fast food, sandwich, and then finish with it and keep it aside. Or you can prepare a gourmet like a chef. Which one would you rather? I don't know. Which one is more beneficial? So, for marriage, you need to approach this issue as a sacred issue. Like you are, like prepare for it, and even in your carry on, even in your twilight years as you get older, and not be shy about it, and or even cause some taboos into bring some taboos into it. So that's my perspective about it. And alcohol does not help this because you need to be in your right mind to perform an act, a good act. So there you are.
Thank you. And alcohol is not the right thing to replace erectile dysfunction. So if you are taking alcohol, just thinking that that will be a way forward for you, now we know that that is not. So let's stay healthy. If you are healthy, if you're eating healthy, you exercising, you are contributing to the functioning of erection. We have Brother Owusu Kingsley says, nice teaching. I do appreciate your good work. May God bless you. Oh, and your team. I'm from Sachedumas. Oh, thank you, Brother Kingsley, for watching right from the land that I was born, the soil that I was dropped on the day that I came to this world. So, Seco people, keep watching Richmond Media because it's your girl bringing you the good news, good health, and all the goodies that you can think of. So, call all the Seco people, tell them to keep watching us. Thank you for watching us. Brother George Owusu Bequin says, what about if your condition doesn't allow you to do exercise, please? So such people, what advice could you give them, please? Sister Linda and Brother Alex.
Sister Linda, are you there? Or do you want me taking it?
Oh, I am here. Thank you. I'm back. To be honest, with exercise, especially those who cannot run, you can sit on your chair at home. You sit upright. You moving your hands. You moving your legs up and down. Your shoulder. You moving your shoulder. So that we have so many exercises that you don't need to be on your feet to do exercise. Sitting down, moving your upper arms, your legs, moving your legs up and down, your hands, your shoulder, you turning up your necks, gently exercises just to make you active. It's all part of the exercise.
Thank you so much. So this means there are forms of exercise. You don't need to be physically strong before you'll be able to exercise. Exercise in varieties, any way that whoever you are, whatever your condition is, you will still be able to have your part of it. So let's keep exercising our body that will contribute to erectile functioning. Thank you so much, brother George Owusu Bequin, my own brother. I salute you for watching us. Please, whoever is watching us, let's acknowledge you at this moment. Just share, comments, send your comments, and we will read for everyone to hear and for everyone to also know that you are contributing. Brother Owusu Bequin says, wow, thank you, Sister Linda, appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much. So at this point, how should a couple experiencing this or manage the situation for a happier relationship if they've got this kind of problem in the house?
I think I think first of all is to identify the problem, and then seeking help and communication, and just being vulnerable, because you know, being vulnerable, a sexual act, getting into sexual act with somebody is you're also exposing your vulnerabilities. You know, for a woman exposing her body, the things that she may not be comfortable with, but there you are, she's comfortable. So in itself, be vulnerable emotionally, talk about it, and uh, explore other ways. I mean, it's not if you go in and come out and that's it. um so what? I mean, it might be frustrating for the woman, I don't know. So I think it's good to have a good conversation about it. A man's best friend is not a dog, really. A man's best friend is his private parts, and it starts from an early stage, because you see, they start exploring, and they are all, everything that happens thereafter in life usually tells you what the man is working hard for sometimes. So, as I said, also for women, be careful what you say to your man. And even when he approaches you and says some things to you, and don't be too harsh to them. Men are like, I would say, men are simple. I don't say they're like children. You know, explain to them like you would a loved one. Honey, not tonight. Excuse me, or later. You know, or let's do those things later. So let's save it for tonight. That kind of wording. Don't deflate a man's masculinity when it comes to that, because if he's suffering erectile dysfunction, and on top of that you're like a lion to him, it's not going to help both of you. If you My analogy again, if you don't fuel a car, that car will find a way of being fueled and move on. So it's good sex is important. Erectile dysfunction it's unfortunate it happens, but if we can find other ways of exploring each other and fulfilling each other's needs, that will be beneficial. So just having a new attitude about it, a new positive attitude.
Thank you so much. So what professional solutions are available for such people suffering from erectile dysfunction?
Oh, Brother Les, I love the way you talked about how to have a happy relationship with our partner, especially when our partner are suffering from erectile dysfunction. It's good to have a good discussion. Probably when you get married, it wasn't the same. So things change alongside marriages. So both of you are in the same boat. So you fight this together. It's not one person. It can never be the man alone. It's the couple. So we both need to fight. So you find the right time to talk about it. Obviously, when erectile dysfunction comes or happens, both of you don't know why this has happened. So you need to have time, sit down, and talk about it. Especially the women, we need to reassure our men. We have to reassure them, because when this happens, the anxiety kicks in, the depression, all sort of things. As Alex said, men are not our children; they are not babies. But sometimes when all these things come on, and you know, our words push them away, it's very dangerous. And also, if the couple sit together and talk about it, you can go to an appointment together to see your doctor. You help your partner talk about it. As I said, it's very important to always talk about it and find a solutions to it. And also, you express your love in many ways. It's not just sex. We can express our love in so many ways. So, women, couples, men, let's all do this together.
Thank you so much. You have anything else to
Oh, no,
say?
no, you just mentioned about the professional solutions or help that we will um, need. Um, we can get a counseling or a specialist or a private therapy to help us or to help someone who is suffering from erectile dysfunction. And also there are websites that you can go in if you want to book for a counseling or psychotherapy advice or sex therapy. There's a website over there as well. And also College of Sexual and Relationship Therapies is also there, and also Institution of Psychosexual Medicine. So we all talk about it. I think so many churches like Seven Day Adventists, they have a counseling as well. And I'm sure it's not just well, if marriages are breaking down, it all includes so many things. I'm sure if you seek advice, counseling, it would be great.
Thank you so much, Sister Linda and Brother Alex. Do you have anything at all to wrap up, please?
Um, I was thinking, in as much as when you're suffering erectile dysfunction, when you fulfill your wife's needs, also you will get some fulfillment. It's good to learn and get to as of this is for as married couples, get as old the older you get to learn each other and get to find out new things that can help in your marriage. So for women as well, they would love the man to smell well, to have good hygiene. And if you're not that way, then you're turning off your woman, and it consequently becomes a vicious cycle where you can't even be excited in bed because it feels like it's a forced act. So never stop chasing these women. You got married to them, so put the effort before even going to bed. If it's even brushing your teeth, smelling good, and perhaps if you're suffering erectile dysfunction, perhaps even the woman will put more effort to help you in your struggles of erectile dysfunction. Even shaving, showering, smell, and being subtle. It's just not. We're just thinking about the penis as erectile dysfunction, but even being subtle and learning about your woman. You don't treat her breast like a radio. You just want to turn like a knob, or you're just being aggressive. No, 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 no. Those are, you have to some. In fact, some women get turned off by those actions. So just learning your woman as time goes by, it will help you as well in those matters. Foreplay, etc., etc.
Thank you, Brother Alex and Sister Linda. Do you have anyone that you want to say hi to? And you are free to say this as we come to the end.
A big hello to Bolani, who I work with. I know she always watch the show. She's one of the fan that comes in and said, "Hey, Linda, you need to come on this show." She loved this show. She's a nurse. She learned a lot. So, Bolani, hello to you. I hope you and your family are doing well, and to all my families.
Thank you. Brother Alex, do you want anyone? Do you have anyone that you want to say hi to? Please.
Well, I had my family listening the other day, but I don't know if they are on. So if they are on, then like thank you for supporting this station, and thank you so much, Hannah and Linda. Nice meeting you, Linda, today. Thank you.
Thank you too.
I agree that I met you today.
Thank you, lady and gentlemen, and the ladies and gentlemen that are watching us right from Richmond Media. William Adumako says, good job, guys. Thank you, William, for joining us, and I hope you will always join us. Keep this time, and it's every Sunday right at your doorstep, at your doorstep. Richmond Media is coming to you. Call your friends, friends. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and don't forget to come on live on YouTube, Facebook, and listen to us on the radio of Richmond Media. We thank Bobby for giving us this opportunity. That's my official boss, for giving us the platform, the opportunity for this program to come to everyone. We thank also Pres Lincoln, the only president, American president living in Ghana, for his support, for making this program successful. I'm very sure that everyone has enjoyed this program. So please don't forget to share. Ekuma, oh, my Ekuma one. Thank you for watching me. My Ekuma, my only Ekuma, special Ekuma with swag, watching me live from Belgium. Thank you for watching us. And my friend Tai Mohammed, Sister Tai, Auntie Tai, nice teaching, well done, team. Thank you, Auntie Tai, for watching us right from my job. That's my best friend from job. You know, friends of the same feathers. We flock together, we float together, we flew together. Everything, all the words you can combine and join them together. Thank you for watching us. And we thank the Asil of Richmond Media. Mama, thank you for watching us. And I hope I will get the feedback again. I love what you gave us. I give you more kissing. Thank you, everyone. Don't go, because I'm bringing to you again from the beginning, right after this program. So keep watching Richmond Media and you will be blessed. Thank you. Life Experience is coming to you soon. Thank you, everyone. And my name is Hanna Bimah. One. No one has this name, only me. Thank you.
AKA HB. Health issues. Ekoma yenyina. Ooh. Yariye. Yariye nyakura. Yariye nyakura.